can you tell us a little bit about yourself and like how you got started in social media? Because your story it's organic.
Yeah, it's a legendary saga, I would say. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna write this shit in scrolls when I'm gone. You know what I mean? But for real though, to be transparent, I grew up in Southeast San Diego. Born in those '80s, where people was getting money and being fly. That's all I ever known was the street guys. That's what I idolized. Cars pulling up in them Lacks and all that. Like, damn, how can I get that? You know what I mean? That's all I fantasize about. Because my neighborhood, I'm from Southeast, so I'm from Lincoln. Anybody knows that. It's a documentary on Gangland. They explain that neighborhood. That's where they got the money early. You know what I mean? So everybody that I seen, that I was around, the OGs, they had a lot of money, a lot of cars, a lot of gold, and it was very charismatic.
You were hustling?
I wasn't hustling until I got to like 8th grade, 9th grade, but as a kid, I seen the hustlers and that inspired me. So when it was my time to shine, I knew how to do it and when to do it, and how I got into hustling. My dad died in prison and I never knew him, right? But it was something about when you poor and welfare, when your dad dies, you get a check. I used to pray for my dad to die, which is wild, right? Because I didn't know him. Yeah. So that's why I knew manifestation was strong, because I remember the day when I was talking to my friend about like, man, I want me that check too, man. I want, you know what I'm saying? What kind of, got to die.
Yeah.
I swear to God, within a week, I got the news, and he was already dead for a year before I found out, but I got the news a week later.
Yeah.
And I got that check, and I was about 8th, 9th grade, and what I did with that first check, I bought me a pound of weed. Boom, I got in the game right away. So from that day forward, I was getting money.